See how many times I fixed my scarf in this video. Honestly, I should really need to keep count. You kind of just like take a step back and put yourself in check and give yourself a new perspective on things, then it makes everything so much more bearable. The first thing that I learned, and the first thing that I'm really happy that I'm slowly starting to get myself into the habit of, is realizing and processing that it's just a bad day, it's not a bad life. And that really helps put things into perspective. There are many days where I think anyone can relate, where things just kind of spiral out of control and you feel like you've lost a handle and you've lost touch of your life. Like you have no control of anything anymore, and no matter what you do or how hard you try, things just kind of continue to go downwards. And I think telling myself that it's just a bad day and it's not a bad life is really important, because other than that, like, I feel like my mindset would have continued to spiral negatively as well. If I don't change my mindset and change how I perceive things and how I look at things, then I think that's really gonna show in other aspects of my life. The second thing is to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the good times, not just the bad times. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala being God, to just acknowledge that sometimes, like, I take a step back when I'm surrounded by the people I love, or if I'm doing something that's making me really happy, something kind of like that. It's just like taking a step back and realizing then that alhamdulillah, like, things could be a lot worse, but I am pretty lucky to be in the situation that I am in at the moment. We tend to kind of just gravitate and go towards God when things are bad, and that's definitely something that I learned to do in 2018, is to sit down and take a minute and take a step back. Third thing that I learned this year is to get rid of what I don't need, and that's definitely something that's showcased in my life. Clothes that I don't wear and I haven't worn in 3 months, it's out, it's going to donation. Supplies that I don't need, that I'm not using, like I have like so many art supplies that I'm not using because I'm not doing more hands-on art, I'm doing more digital art. So there's just like boxes and boxes of art supplies I gave to my siblings, or I donated to schools or kids that could put better use to those, especially because I barely use them anyways. Going through drawers and just picking out what I'm not using and putting everything to better use. And that also comes into play when I go out to purchase something and it's just like, you need it. I buy things that I know I'm gonna get wear out of and I know that I'm gonna get use out of. But if I don't need it, I don't buy it. And if I don't need it here, I donate it or find a home for it or give it better use. Or if it's something that I should be using, I do my best to apply it. The fourth thing that I learned in 2018 is to deal with an issue right then and there. You have a problem, address it. You don't like something, say it. Stop holding back, because I feel like I'm the type of person who just stays quiet in situations that I don't like, or with people that I don't like, instead of saying something. And it doesn't have to be harsh, it doesn't have to be rude. It's just basically saying, yo, that wasn't nice, that wasn't cool. Like, we good? Okay, cool. Like, address it right then and there, because it's not fair to me to hold back and to hold up and to pile up emotions inside when I can just simply address a problem, instead of having to like continuously get bothered and continuously go through things to have like that big serious conversation or confront somebody, when those situations are really awkward and weird to begin with. So if you address every problem in the moment, it's a lot more relieving. So addressing a problem right then and there is definitely something that I learned this year, alhamdulillah. And then the fifth thing that I learned, this is kind of like a mushy one, but hold on to the good friends, because they'll definitely take you a long way. I think everyone in life goes through a lot of friends and a lot of friendships, and you kind of realize what type of people you need in your life, what type of people you want in your life. And definitely friends are a really big benefit. You don't need friends, we're created as one, but having a good like support system and good people around you, and making sure that you're completely honest with them, is a beautiful thing. It's just learning to surround yourself with the people that make you happy and the people that you want to grow with, because friends and family and people you surround yourself with do have a very big influence on you and who you become and who you're aspiring to be. So that is what I learned in 2018. Now this is what I want to apply in 2019. And again, I have 4 of these. So the first one is a more religious based one, but it's to make time for my salah. You know, alhamdulillah, I pray the 5 times and I pray the 5 prayers, but it's really taking a step back and asking myself, Aya, did you pray those on time? Did you set yourself up to be prepared for Salah when you know that you're going out and when you're doing something? Are you planning your things around Salah, or is Salah just something that you're like, oh, gotta do? The second thing that I want to do is clean out my diet. And that's not necessarily going on a diet, losing weight. That's just cleaning up what I eat and what I consume. Like this whole first week of the month, I didn't eat out, and I like to eat out, and I do eat out about 3 or 4 times. I do eat out about 3 or 4 times a week, which is not good, which is not healthy, and it was just a lot of money gone to waste. So this whole week I woke up 10 minutes earlier, packed a lunch, packed snacks, so that I didn't feel so hungry to the point where I needed to like order in food at work. It's just getting into the habit of eating healthier, eating cleaner, incorporating more vegetables in my diet. I don't know if it's just me, but the older I get, the more I love vegetables. Like I cannot get enough of bell peppers, carrots, cabbage. Like I'm all over it, I'm all for it. Feeding my body the nutrients and the energy it needs, because I'm a person who easily breaks, and if you know me, you know I break. I don't fall, I'm not clumsy, but when I do fall that once in a blue moon, something breaks. And it's just, if I ate healthier, ate better, and paid attention to what went into my body, it makes a world of a difference. So this is something that, the third thing is something that applies to one of the things that I learned how to like address a problem right then and there. Something I want to apply is to just talk things out. A lot of people can comprehend what you're saying and what you're trying to get across, so just talking about it and not holding it in. Like stop holding things in, stop harboring things in, talk about it. Because whenever I do end up talking about something, I feel 100 times better. Is it fifth? Nope, it's the fourth. The fourth and final thing that I want to apply in this year is to just breathe and live in the moment. I'm the type of person who, I'm always worried about the next thing. I'm always worried about the next day. And it's just taking a step back and being like, Aya, you're good. You're fine. You're still alive. You're still breathing. That's all that matters. So just taking a step back, breathing, relaxing, and just enjoying my year. Because if something bad's gonna happen, there's really nothing I can do to stop that. If something amazing is gonna happen, all I can do is just live and enjoy that moment. So yeah, that is what I learned in 2018 and what I want to apply in 2019. I really hope that maybe if you listened and you watch and you paid attention, that there's something that you can take out of this. I definitely want to look back at this a year from now and be like, hey Aya, you've grown. You've accomplished things that you wanted to accomplish in 2019, and the things that you learned in 2018, you're still applying them in your everyday life. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and inshallah I'll see you in my next video. Assalamu alaikum.